Hey everyone, it's Michelle and welcome to Mindful Mondays. So, I thought today we would talk a little bit about change. Change is happening all around us, especially this time of year. It is the end of August. The seasons are changing. We can feel the cooler weather in the morning and at night. The days are getting a little shorter. Routines are changing. Summer vacations and the fun of summer is almost coming to an end. School is coming back into session for a lot of kiddos and a lot of parents. And it just feels like a little bit of an unsettled time of year, where we try to hold on to the joys and the fun of summer, and we also try to resist kind of, that next thing that's coming that's unknown. I know in my own life, I've been dealing a lot with some change in the past week or so. A lot of things that I used to find very routine have changed for me. And getting used to the idea of there not being that same routine anymore has really been a little tricky for me the last few days. So I thought this would be the perfect time to talk to you a little bit about the three characteristics of reality according to Buddhist philosophy. And the first one is really the nature of impermanence. Impermanence being that everything born out of causes and conditions is eventually going to suffer, fade away, get sick, and eventually pass away or die. And that is just the nature of reality. And I think we forget that a lot about a lot of things. But it's important to remember that impermanence occurs. Nothing is permanent. And I think our struggle really comes because, society despises impermanence. We really consider anything that's changing kind of painful. We want to resist it. We want to make things the way they are to last forever. And I think what happens is when we resist the change, the suffering that we're causing ourselves persists. Because truly, the more you sit in a space of, I wish things were different, I wish that wasn't happening, or I wish that was happening, if change is occurring that you don't like, or if change isn't occurring that you want to have happen, you tend to create your own suffering. You tend to create your own anxiety and your own stress. And so when we resist the nature of reality, we tend to get stuck in this space of stress and suffering and anxiety. And so the best way to kind of remember and to come back to home is to remember who you are. And you are the true self. You are the non-judging awareness that you have, the thing that is present right now. So things you can do to help you kind of get out of this cycle of suffering are to go for a walk in nature, to connect with the present moment in nature, to look at the trees, to feel the air on your face. Other things you can do are just to sit and meditate and breathe and come back to the present moment of the breath, or come back to the present moment of the body and how the body feels in this moment. Even just taking a few letting go breaths where it's a big inhale through the nose and an exhale out the mouth can kind of reset the mind to remember that, okay, what's really going on right now is right here, right now. And the things that we're wishing were different or wanting to not change, those aren't real, right? Those are just thoughts that we're having, creating our own suffering. So I hope that's helpful. I'm going to really try to practice that this week as I deal with my own issues with change. And I hope that you are able to find your own way to stay present as well. If you have any comments or want to add any suggestions on how to stay present, you can go ahead and do that in the comment section below, or feel free to email me at michelle@thepathttoserenity.com. Thanks very much, and I'll see you guys next week.